Hello everyone, I'm Max from Canada.
I'm Suchi from Thailand.
Welcome to our channel, the top 10 place to visit in Italy by Ryan Shirley YouTube channel. If we have money to travel one day, Italy is on our bucket list. Let's get started.
Let's go.
What's up guys, my name is
Yo,
Ryan
loud.
and I spent the last few summers exploring the wonderful country of Italy, and
Whoa.
I want to show you my favorite places. So here's my Italy top 10. Italy has to be one of my all-time.
That's
Wow.
Italy? Wow. They have the big volcano in the background. It reminds me of like Mount Fuji in Japan, but
True.
it's the city. Damn, it can be dangerous if it's like explode, no?
What do they call?
I don't know. I didn't even know Italy had a big volcano near a city like this.
Favorite countries. It's home to some of the world's most fascinating history, stunning towns,
Is that
and
the-
pure countries.
Is that
it's home to some
the catacomb? I don't know. There's a name. I don't know anything about Italy.
the
I'm sorry,
world's
guys.
most fascinating history, stunning towns, and pure Mediterranean vibes. From the jagged peaks of the Dolomites to the jaw-dropping coast of Sardinia, Italy has it all. Let's start this video off at the incredible Amalfi coast. I have to say this is
Wow.
one of the most beautiful places, not just in Italy, but all of Europe. The Amalfi coast is located in southern
Oh my God! Look where people live. They're literally in the road, right? In the mountain with their house, and that's what they look at. How expensive it is to live there.
I think it's really expensive.
It's like a resort vacation, and people live
Yeah.
there all year. I know. It's see, right? Come here. I know, right? Look at this. This is great. Trying to see what is the red thing and the blue thing on the floor. Is it chair?
Yeah,
To
look
see
like.
it? I'm trying to see what it is.
Italy, about
Wow.
a 3 hours drive from Rome.
Well, look where
which
it
is
is.
hard to believe this place exists. Now,
Look!
one of the most well-known towns on the Amalfi coast is
Positano.
Positano. I mean, when you see this place in real life, you won't believe it. It's hard to beat the backdrop.
Wow.
What the It might not be that expensive because look, they don't have a lot of space, right? They don't have any land. It's just like you rent the apartment. It's all different people living there, so there's a lot of people per building. So it's not like, I don't think it's that expensive, right?
I don't think so.
No, you think it's expensive?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like tourist attraction.
Oh, okay, maybe you're right.
Top of the mountains filled with colorful villas against the Mediterranean Sea filled with boats and yachts. If you can handle the skinny roads, I definitely recommend just driving along the whole entire coastline and seeing all the beautiful towns. One notable place on the coast is the city of Trani. It's one of the best preserved medieval towns on the Amalfi coast. If you want a
Wow.
more adventurous activity, you can take a hike on the Path of the Gods.
The
Special
Path of the
thanks to my
Gods.
friend Logan Armstrong for helping me out with footage. He has an awesome vlog of the Amalfi coast that'll link in the description below. Anyways, the Path of the Gods is a 6-kilometer trail that takes you above the cliffs of the coast. You'll be able to get some of the most jaw-dropping views. I mean, just unreal. Now, the best time to visit the Amalfi coast
Look!
is around May or early fall. You'll be able to miss the summer crowds while still enjoying the warm Mediterranean weather. Now, just off the coast,
It's a city in the mountain. Never seen anything like this.
there's an incredible island called Capri. Now, to get to Capri,
I
you can take a
know, right?
45-minute ferry
I
from
know.
Naples for around 20
I
euros.
know.
Now, one of my favorite features of the island is the
Look at this.
Faraglione. It's an impressive
Faraglione.
sea stack that juts out of the island. There's this little archway. If you're sandy, you can drive a boat through. When you do go to Capri, I definitely recommend renting a boat. That'll be the best way you can see the entire island
Whoa.
and find all its hidden grottos and just jaw-dropping coastline. Now, after Capri and the Amalfi coast, we're going to head up to northern Italy to
Oh my
visit the
God.
Dolomites. I spent
Dolomites.
several weeks exploring the Dolomites, and I consider it to be some of the greatest days of my life. One of my favorite places in the Dolomites is Seceta. The green grass slopes contrasted
Wow.
with the jagged mountain ridge makes for one of the most
Look at-
unbelievable
Look at the fog. You're like
Yeah.
you must be so high in the sky at the cloud level or whatever it's called. Damn. And there's people. There's some house there. There's some people living there.
landscape combos in the road. Now, to get to Seceta, I took 2 gondolas up the mountain and made it to the top. When I got there, the clouds covered half the mountain, making it for one of the best views I've ever gotten. I mean,
Damn.
places like this
Yeah.
just really spark your imagination and make you feel like a kid again. I hope everyone can witness the power of Seceta at least once in a life. Now, another magical place nearby is Alpe Susi. It's home to the
Oh my-
largest high alpine meadow in Europe. The backdrop of the
Wait, the
Sassolungo
what?
Sea. It's home to the largest high alpine meadow in
High up metal? What is he saying? Meadow. Okay.
Europe. The backdrop of the Sassolungo mountain with the farm huts creates a
Wow.
scene straight out of a dream. Another must-visit place in the Dolomites is Trecimi di Lavaredo. Now, I love this place so much. I spent 4 days exploring the area. I mean, there's just so much to see here. The Dolomites will have a special place
my
in my
God.
heart, and I hope you all can visit them
Oh,
one.
there's a cross on top of the
Is where you have to go and do the task.
the task.
I mean, like when you reach that, you're gonna be like, how do you say? I got to be here, thing like that, you know. And
Oh,
you
okay.
took a picture.
Now, after hiking the Dolomites, we're going to head over to Lake Como. Now, located at the base of the Alps, Lake Como is a sight to see. The lake is shaped like an upside-down letter Y, and it's known for its picturesque
Wow.
scenery and luxury villas. Lake Como has been named one of the
Now,
world's
now this is probably expensive because look, they have the house are separated, kind of, right? The other place earlier, everything was kind of cramped, like a favela almost. This one is more like very like
most
separated.
beautiful lakes, and I totally understand why. Now, when you're there, you can walk the streets of Bellagio
Wow.
or take a ferry to the other lakeside
Okay, no,
villages.
there's a lot of-
Celebrities such as George Clooney have villas here. I mean, hey, if I had the money, I'd probably buy one too. After Lake Como,
Okay, no, it's expensive then. I'm sorry, I thought it was cheap, like because there's so many, but no, okay, no. This is showing us expensive stuff that no, we cannot afford.
we're going to head to the coast to visit Cinque Terre. Now, Cinque Terre is made up of 5 seaside villages that date back to medieval times. The small
Wow.
fishing villages have lined the
This
coast for
color again.
thousands of years. During the Middle Ages, the villages started to be attacked from pirates, so fortifying walls were built to protect them from any future raids. Now, the small town of Vernazza is one of my favorites.
Wow.
It has the only natural port of Cinque Terre and remains one of the truest fishing villages on the Italian Riviera. And I just can't get over these colorful houses and beauty of these cities. It's just hard to beat the
There's no way this is expensive. This look dangerous too. Some of the houses are like this, like they are bending on the side, and they look like old house. They are built on the mountain, on the surface.
charm of
You
these.
saw
and I just
earlier,
can't
right?
get over
Look at this. The house look curved. Maybe it's the angle. I mean, you rent one room, like 50 square meter or something.
But this all look like a hotel.
Yeah, you're
Like
right.
short term.
Yeah, you're right. I'm afraid it's gonna be like a. But they said it's a fish village. Why would it be like a?
for these colorful houses and beauty of these cities. It's just hard to beat the charm of these Italian villages. After Cinque Terre, we're going to head to the second largest island in the Mediterranean, Sardinia, with some of
Sardinia.
Europe's
Wow.
best coastline, pristine beaches, and
Wow.
the clearest water I've ever seen. Sardinia is the place you gotta go. Now, one of the most impressive spots on Sardinia is the Baune coast. It's 40 kilometers of coastline that's made up of massive limestone cliffs and secluded beaches. Now, special thanks to my friend the Drone Book for helping out with footage. He has one of the best videos on Sardinia, and I'll link it in the description below. There's so many great places in it.
Wow.
Now, the Baune coast isn't the easiest place to reach. Most places require a hike or a boat ride, so if you do go, I definitely recommend renting a boat so you can see all the coast. Now, one of my favorite places is Cala Gororite. It has this insane rock formation coupled with crystal clear water. I mean, I would just do anything, be cruising on a boat there right now. I mean, it's just a freaking paradise there. Now, after
Wow.
Sardinia, we're going to head back to the mainland to visit Italy's capital of Rome.
Rome.
Now, Rome may be one of the most famous and iconic capitals
Wow.
in the world. Its history spans over 28 centuries, with its founding taking place in 753 BC. Ancient Rome's architecture stands today and draws millions of tourists each year. One of the most well-known
Oh,
structures of the
the
capital is
Colosseum.
the Colosseum.
Now, if one thing that I want to visit in Europe, it's not the Eiffel Tower, it's the Colosseum. Because there's so much history and things there. I think you would just look at the wall and see some drawing or something made so long ago or something.
Yo.
I want to see that.
It's this oval-shaped amphitheater that was completed in 80 It was the largest amphitheater built
Wow.
and could hold anywhere from 50 to 80,000 spectators. You can just marvel at its structure from the outside or take a guided tour to witness the interior.
What happened
One
to
of my
the?
favorite.
Did it break?
Yeah, it's great.
It break? I don't know how did it break. I'm not
No, the
cultured enough.
wall, everything.
How did the?
Burn.
The upgrade.
Marvel its structure from the outside or take a guided tour to witness the interior. One of my favorite attractions is the Trevi Fountain.
Oh,
It's a Baroque-styled fountain that was built in 1762. I mean, there's just so much to see in Rome. I hope you can all visit it one day. After Rome, we're going to head south to visit the region of Puglia. Now, located on the
everything is
boot
white.
hill of Italy, Puglia is a region
Everything
famous
is white. What the hell? Everything is white. No discrimination in that part. Everything is white.
for its whitewashed towns and magnificent coastline. One of my favorite places in Puglia is Pugliano a Mare. It's a stunning town right on the Adriatic coast. What I love about it is how the city is built right on the sea cliffs. I mean, they're just on there so perfectly that it looks like they're gonna fall
Oh yeah,
off.
wait. It's handmade, right? Did they put the rock there? Everything there? It looked almost too clean to be like something from Mother Nature. No? I know in some other countries they make city like this. They put something on the ground or something. I don't know.
There's some restaurants built into the
Oh no,
caves
it's not. There's no way, right? No, there's no way.
on the sea cliffs. I mean, it's just such a cool spot. One of the most famous places in the city is Calaporto.
Calaporto.
It's probably the most recognized
Whoa.
place in all of Puglia. It's a stunning beach that's surrounded by cliffs, coupled with crystal clear Mediterranean water. I mean, just pure paradise there. Afterwards, we're going to head to the island
Wow.
of Sicily. Now, Sicily is the largest island in the Mediterranean.
Sicily.
It's just full of culture and fascinating history. One of the most impressive places on the island is the Valley of the Temples.
My God.
Located in the town of Agrigento, it's one of the world's most stunning examples of Greek architecture.
That's what I saw earlier that looked amazing at the beginning of the video. Whoa.
There were 7 temples built here by the Greeks in the 5th century BC. Unfortunately, they were burnt down by the Carthaginians, but rebuilt by the Romans 4 centuries later. One of the most well-preserved is the Temple of Concordia. It features the classic Greek pillars, and it just makes you
Wow.
wonder what this must have looked like when it was first built.
Their architecture is a lot different from every other country in Europe. It has a completely different style. It was not like a typical church or cathedral that you see in other countries in Europe. It has its own distinct style, very different from anywhere else. Like this building, for example.
Well, but you have to think it older than everything, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Classic Greek pillars, and it just makes you wonder what this must have looked like when it was first built. While we're still in Sicily, we're going to head over to the city of
Catania.
Catania. What's crazy about Catania
this
is
one.
that it lies at the base of the massive Mount Etna volcano, which
Wow.
is 3,326 meters tall. It's one of the world's most active volcanoes. I mean, just wild to see the ash shooting out the top. I mean, what a crazy yet beautiful city. Afterwards, we're going to head up north to the incredible region of
Look at this. Now, this one I know Tuscany because there's a lot of movie where they go to Tuscany to film in that location. So I know about this one, but this is probably expensive. Look at this.
Tuscany. Now located in central Italy, Tuscany is known for its landscapes, history, and artistic legacy. I mean, I've been obsessed with Tuscany ever since
The
I've seen
hell
the
is
Gladiator.
this? Oh, it's tree. I thought it was a structure, right? At first.
What? Why is the tree? Why is so ugly?
What? I think it's interesting. Look like you're entering some kind of movie or something.
It's
And
a
it's only one side of the street too. the tree.
land full of rolling golden hills dotted with countless little
Wow.
hilltop towns. I mean, it'd just be so cool to retire here
Wow.
and live on a Tuscan.
Who lived there?
Wait, what is the brown thing?
I don't know. They said they shoot the gladiator here. Remember seeing the behind the scene? They were not supposed to do that originally, and Russell Crowe said, "I want to walk to my family and feel their feet like this, and to keep the scene."
Oh,
Gladiator, you don't know that movie, Gladiator?
I know, but I don't remember.
Okay, but I thought maybe it was filmed there. No, that scene, no, it's probably not.
Farm. One of my favorite cities in Tuscany is San Gimignano. Now, San Gimignano is a stunning medieval city perched upon a hill. One of the most
Wow.
iconic features of the city
Look
is
at
the
this.
medieval watchtowers. Currently, there are 14 watchtowers still standing, but during its prime, there were over 72 towers, with the highest being 230 feet tall. The towers were built as a result
Wow.
of competing families who wanted to build the tallest and most grand tower. I can't imagine how it must have looked like back then. I guess you could say it was the Manhattan of the Middle Ages. San Gimignano's medieval vibe has been untouched throughout time and has become one of the most popular medieval locations in all of Italy. After San Gimignano, we're going to head to the capital of Tuscany to visit the iconic city of Florence. I have to say that Florence is my favorite city in all Italy. It's considered to be the
Whoa.
birthplace of the Renaissance. One of the most impressive buildings is the Florence Cathedral. When you look at it, you just can't believe how big it is. It was completed in
Huge.
1436, and it just amazes me that they were able to engineer such a big dome back then.
600 years ago almost. Crazy. Damn, it looked intact, and it looked so well design. The coloring, it's not white, it's not quite red. It's like they have a lot of line on it. And it looks so pretty with all of those lines.
The Ponte Vecchio Bridge is another historic site as it crosses the Arno River. I mean, I just can't say enough good things about Florence. It's such an incredible city. Well, that is it for my Italy top 10. I mean, there's just so many places in Italy.
Listen, I'm not difficult. I want to go anywhere. Especially the one where I'm very curious to know if you can live by the... You seem to think it is expensive everywhere, but maybe we're lucky. You can rent a room and it's not going to be super expensive by the water. But as you said, if it's a tourist attraction, maybe it's expensive for the tourists, but it's not for the people that live there.
I think,
You know?
do you heard about a place that you can buy a house for $1?
I don't know, but I don't think it's there.
It's in Italy.
Really?
Somewhere.
You can buy a house for $1?
Yeah. But maybe you have to pay a lot of tax or something.
Maybe you need to
I don't know.
contribute to something, to the economy or something. Oh, it's interesting. Where do you want to go?
Well, everywhere. And I'm pretty sure there's still like many places because this is his top 10, right? So maybe in like another point of view of people, they also going to have another like top 10 place too.
Yeah,
so
okay.
maybe there's going to be a lot of places.
Stay tuned, tekan below. Consider subscribing. See you very soon.